Just gonna go through some of these really quick. I dropped that rock of line somewhere around this area, obviously. And I didn't want it because I noticed that it was cement, those rocks are made out of cement. They're just coated with some other things. They're coated, and they just look like they're rocks, but they're actually cement. And I accuse L3 Communications for a reason. L3's rocks that they left behind were the most detailed angled rocks in the city of Riverdale, Utah. They specialize in simulation and replication of microboards, that kind of stuff, virtual reality type deal things. And if anyone was capable of this stuff, why not point my finger the right direction at who's capable of knowing exactly how to do all this? They also changed their name to L4 Harris following the lines in Salt Lake. I was taken to L4 Harris from 1700 South in Salt Lake because you didn't know I followed the lines out there too, huh? Because I did. They're running their own shadows out there. Only thing is they're using my pyramid and all of these deep razor blade deals, and my other angles dotted out in their stars if you want to dot more dots, star. We had a witness to the bones was working for L3 and her name was Allie. So Allie knows that the police were called from Riverdale City. If you want to dot some more dots to that, then you can look at how we use this rock that Savannah painted in this living room with those teddy bears to the family you destroyed. And we can show you how we use her painting with the light. And we'll also show you a cloud set that was from inside the Volvo. Notice that carrot's bent like that. Well, Savannah decided to paint her A like that without knowing the carrot was like that. How cute. And this car, well, there it is. That is that rock right there that went up inside the clouds. It was placed down below on the dashboard where the speedometer was at. Just like the lion that you sob in the saw, as in you saw it, okay? In the sob. It was just how you saw the lion in the beginning of the video, in the water smear and the reflection underneath the cardboard at Mountain View number 59. Allie was staying over on that same side, and the people were above me, above 59, messing with me over there because my sheetrock wasn't done, and so they would laugh. And now, what are we gonna do, Sean? Okay, because I did the remodels there, and I remodeled the upstairs one. I know what I'm talking about. They would come out on the deck and brag about the hacking and so on and so on. And what did they put up in the trees? Your eyes. It was your eyes. And then they found the image maps. They said, meet us halfway, Sean. Okay, we stole your house. It's over there. Blah, 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 blah. That's all he sees. that do sex things in the clouds and stuff like that, because that's all he sees. Ignorance. So what we have here is at the trailer. Those are from inside the car, or the Volvo. On the front window. I don't think you've seen the inside of the Volvo on that. I'm sure L3 is able to pull the inside of the Volvo with this, because we had a reflection from the back window. Either way, I bet you we probably have them inside that Saab. If not, but one thing's for certain, when I'm driving the Saab around, and those are casting marks. Either way, somebody was able to link my phone into this rather well. When it comes to history and ruining someone's family, you didn't make history. Repeating history of destroying families is not called making history. The Bible is the story of love and hate. And inside the Bible, God's like, go take this person and this person to be your wife. Okay? And they are not in that window on this video. No, these are from the rock thing. Either way, I got this one to show you that you can't deny. Okay? This was just about the reflections and how to use them and all that blah blah blah, and the casting patterns and all that. There's another one. Okay? Saw that one already. Because I'm not supposed to like girls like this. They want to give me a hard time and say that I'm not allowed to like that. And I'm not married, and too bad. So sad. And let's try to find my other video. So we already went through all these. We went through these. We went through these. We went through these. We got to this, cleaning the star. The rocks. I don't even want to talk about half of this stuff. It doesn't matter to me. We showed you this one already. You saw that. I said sink in this by yourself, because you will. Those ones up there are the lines to this. I believe you already saw this one, but if not, we'll just let you watch it for a second longer. And I said I used a monkey because I was using a fuzzy friend. I believe I did say that already. Same thing, this is harder to see because it's on the side of the door. Same thing with this, you saw this one, and I told you I put my body into these rocks on the other video. This is in Riverdale, these lines are shaped through this window. Okay, we'll get to those bird poo clouds on this recording and let you watch it, because that's my main focus now. So those were illusions we were working on. You already heard the voices were real. You want to hear more of the voices? This right here tells you this isn't my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't know how to handle myself. This is what they did. They really did this stuff. You really need to just go listen to that again. Okay? Oh, my mask, my mask. My mask, my mask. Oh, my mask, my mask. Don't forget my mask. I can see everything. You can't see anything of my face inside that. I didn't finish it. I didn't care to finish it. But if you really wanted me to make something like that and finish it, I could finish it. No problem. My mask, my mask. And I'll use bags and things like that, so I'll be able to shape with the clouds too. Don't worry, I know what it's used for. This is probably in a different area on this one, and it is. Okay? And it is that. And as hard as that is for you to see, it is. This is the same thing inside the car. Well, if my main focus is to embarrass you with bird poo, we can just embarrass you with this one too. I already was here before. I already went through all this. I already did all this one. Just this was from inside the car.
And if she doesn't share my ghost, I'm amazed.
If she doesn't share my ghost, I'm amazed, I said. They're in the back. The long lines are in the back of this. You can be focused on the bigger picture.
Why is that?
Obviously, they're not looking toward the mountain areas, which is what we took. And there's the star once again. There's the star. It's on that side on this one. Because do you know where they were building that from? Where this car was sitting in Althea, but they kept making me move the car with no insurance. They knew I was homeless over there. This is what's pathetic about it, is they knew I had nowhere to go. So they forced me into them tickets.
She's just gonna keep sitting back like that.
Because everywhere I went, they told me I had to move my car. I had to move my car. They're not my tickets. And I'm not paying them until they send me to jail. And I have to go to jail, and I'll do the jail time for the tickets that they forced me into getting. I'm not paying them. It's not my fault. They forced me to take my car to Walmart so they could tow it. And they towed it. Same thing, but you're all going to know who shaped your lines. I'm going to keep doing this until you fix what you broke for me. I can just keep going through these videos. There's some of them that you're just never going to be able to deny, though. And I hate that about it. So this is where it would sit at Althea, so that's why those were on the other side. See how it's shaped to my little blinky right there?
Look at this mess. Look at this mess I made. Look at this damn mess I made. What the fuck, man?
There's a man who uses a number 6. See this one right here, my imaginary girlfriend said, I won't regret it. I won't regret it. You won't regret it, Sean. She says, you won't regret it. This is over at the shelter, the other shelter. You won't regret it. You're not going to regret it. Don't worry. See? Don't worry, you won't regret it, I promise. This is the one I wanted you to see. How embarrassing. So now I can still embarrass you with bird poo. Because you wanted to make a mock of me and say I didn't know what I was talking about. L3, L4, Harris. You ruined my world. And there isn't a color that's ever going to change my mind about that one. See how it's shaped exactly to my rose I folded? And that is perfect. There is no way you can say that is not what I folded in my hand. Go back. There it is. See it? Oh, watch. Here it is one more time. See it? Ready? Here it goes. Now watch this. This is the one that there's no way you can't say. It's not stuff. And you want to see what that says? It says Alpine Church. See how it says Alpine Church right there? Because we went to a church where the service was outside. And that's what I did that day. So who is it? God, L3, the government, Sean, the one who in that one picture, I don't know who painted it. And this is how I embarrass you with bird poo. I just kept on highlighting it. And this is when I started, I decided, you know what, I better record this so they can see. I'm going to light the whole sky up with it. So I had already started doing this before I pushed record. So, like it or not, you're going to see the whole sky lit up like this. All the way around full circle. You'll see these little black blobs go deeper and darker in some of them. How do you think it happened? So I showed you the deepest shame because you said that. That's why I was so sad, that I was shamed because I did something wrong, that this is why you were doing this to me. So I did this. And that's how you saw it. So when I did clouds, I just did little simple ones like the rose and stuff like that. But it was like, how big do we gotta go? And how big do we gotta do this? How big do we have to do this? For them to see I'm telling the truth? How big? Alright, let's do this. Let's start doing these in the window of the car. See how it darkened my shadow up on that one? Did you see the upper one darken? Did you see the one off to the right? That's right to the right of the bird. You see how it's getting darker? So I do this for a minute, and then I decide let's keep driving around doing this. No, I didn't record them all doing this. But I recorded enough to show you a whole sky full of bird poop. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 flies. He said to me, but she wouldn't, so she forced me to go to these lengths. Alright. The whole sky's done now. There's your sky full of bird poo, and there's the house that's missing, obviously. It's a townhouse apartment complex. See the big old line over the top of it? So they shaped right through my body, and it shaped my two-way film in perfect folds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folds. I got pictures of that and how perfect it folded. But you see that? I did this one. You're not taking credit for it. You'll never be able to take credit for that one because I'm the one who did that one. This is who my heart was glued to. You were supposed to meet in my shadows under the X that I sheetrocked before COVID hit, where they put X's everywhere. Too bad. Those came after. It's not your choice. It's here because I'm not supposed to like this, but I do. And someone asked me if this was my wife, and I said, no, my wife's beautiful too. There's Savannah. And we'll just keep going through these. So we're going to stop this video so I can get through these. I don't know why I posted so many of those ones.